Gunfight was finally announced for Modern Warfare 2 last week, and I couldn't be happier. Even though it's only coming in Season 3 at the earliest, I'm just so relieved that Infinity Ward finally addressed it after such a long silence. If you're new to this channel, Gunfight is basically the only thing I play on Call of Duty, and I pretty much have been for the last 3.5 years. Oh, so you think Search and Destroy got stale? Now, in case you haven't seen them, I made 2 videos almost a year ago talking about why Gunfight should be in Modern Warfare 2 and what should be taken into account if it was ever brought back. If you really want a detailed analysis, I highly suggest you watch those videos. Sadly, a lot of the statements and predictions I made in those videos really aged like milk. Another big concern that I have with the post-launch release of Gunfight is playlist rotation. What if Gunfight is only going to be available here and there with some events or some periods of time? And even worse, some other glaring issues have arisen that I never even anticipated. I want to start off with a quick little pitch on why me and so many others have been begging for Gunfight to be brought back. In general, it's really all about the simplicity and equality. Everyone has the same loadouts with plenty of variety, there's no perks, no kill streaks, no meta abuse. It's really fast-paced with small symmetrical maps and only 40 seconds per round. Also for me, an important piece of perspective is that Gunfight simply demands focus to the game mode. Everyone is there for the same thing, to play a 2v2 match. There's no one sitting at the back of the map trying to get mounted kills. There's no one running around with a shotgun trying to get his camos done. There is no useless teammates simply running around with launchers waiting for the next UAV. There's no TikTok movement aim god CDL skin goblin YYing with their MP5 flipping the spawns every 5 seconds instead of capping a flag for once. That's what you don't have in Gunfight, and that's why I love it, together with so many other people. So let's talk about what Gunfight will need in MW2 to be a good mode. I can't really bring either of these up without the other since they're so dependent on one another in MW2 and pretty much in general. Last year I talked about, I really hope that the singular rotating loadout system returns simply because it prioritizes variety and it keeps things equal. Now, that being said, there are some things that I would like to see improved. For one, there should be a decent balance in slow to fast guns with differences in mobility, a sprint to fire speed, and so on. And the problem here is that with what we've seen in MW2, a lot of weapons are very slow, especially with lots of attachments added to them. This can be a big problem in Gunfight, given that the loadouts are pretty much always based on random blueprints with random combinations of attachments, and in MW 2019, even the slowest gun was somewhat usable because the game itself felt a lot faster. In Modern Warfare 2, this is not the case, and a slow weapon in a slow game will probably feel awful. This ties into movement then, and no worries, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse and rant about how the movement is a downgrade. I'm just concerned that the combination of slow weapons and slow movement will create a slow game mode, which Gunfight isn't supposed to be. Slowing the weapons and animations down will only increase the amount of people camping, holding angles, and just playing passively in general. This could definitely ruin the game mode for people like me who like to rush and play on offense, where every gunfight is an automatic loss if you are the one sprinting, jumping out of cover, or just making the first move in general. Obviously, this is somewhat one of the biggest problems with Modern Warfare 2 in general, but the ability to build your own faster loadout in regular multiplayer is one thing that we won't have in Gunfight. So, I sincerely hope that there is a healthy mix of fast loadouts that give the fast-paced playstyles a chance against the Sentinels. If not, Gunfight will probably become a camper's paradise, and I will be very sad. For the love of God, I hope Infinity Ward finally learns not to add giant spawn areas everywhere.
Hello? Hello?
We need tight, symmetrical small maps for Gunfight where the start of every round throws you right into the action. A big factor that I also addressed in the analysis video is... Next, I want to discuss lighting and visibility. I think we all remember the whole road skin debacle and the lighting issues that mainly plagued Warzone but also Modern Warfare. We need good map lighting and no harsh textures or over or underexposed areas. There's a reason why Hill is everyone's least favorite gunfight map. If I wanted to play hide and seek, I'd go visit my 5-year-old niece. Another big factor for map design then is head glitches and cover in general. They are obviously essential, but there is a balance to be had where some head glitches are just way too powerful, either because they control a significant part of the map or because you can barely win a gunfight against someone sitting on them. Look, I'm all for strategic play and position control, but added to the things I already mentioned before, this can quickly become a one-way ticket to a head glitch mania, with every match just becoming a test of who has more patience to sit on a wall and wait. Honestly, I wouldn't even be that mad if they remade some of the MW 2019 maps like Speedball, Stack, or Docks, because they're just really good maps, and I really hope we can find some elements of their design in the gunfight maps coming to Modern Warfare 2. So we're in a pretty unique situation right now with ranked play already being implemented into MW2. I'm curious whether or not they will actually add gunfight to the ranked playlist then. In my opinion, they definitely should. The gunfight format is perfect for ranked, and during Modern Warfare 2019's prime, it actually had a pretty big competitive scene, with a whole community focused on wager 1v1s, 2v2s, etc. Personally, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me if they didn't add it in ranked, especially since I don't really give two shits about stats and KDs, but I think a large part of the community would love to see it, and I would love to try it too. Together with this then, I quickly want to touch on another aspect that they've added in ranked that should definitely be added in gunfight, which is a time penalty for backing out early. Nothing ruins a gunfight match more than a good start on a nice map with decent loadout and one of your opponents backing out after 2 rounds because they aren't winning immediately. Yeah, and he left already. Oh my god, bro, like, why even join a game if you're gonna be mad about losing 1 round?
That is the way. On to the next round. Kill them all or die trying.
Oh, really? Like why? What? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, why? Like, why would you rage quit? Like, what is the point, bro? You lose 1 round, really? Oh my god.
They are bleeding. Go for the throats.
My guy was like laughing super loud for some reason. Like, what, bro? See, bro, that's just... It's so stupid to see how simple-minded Call of Duty players can be sometimes. Why bother playing such a competitive mode at all if you're just gonna quit once it becomes competitive? Why not give yourself a chance to see if you can work on a way to beat the player that's better than you? Why not fight for a comeback? I've won plenty of games where I was down 4 or 5 rounds but still managed to pull it back. And I've actually lost plenty of games that felt like a walk in the park after winning 4 rounds but I still lose.
Get after. We're on the objective. Secure the area.
Oh my, bro, first round.
Bro, your aim is fucking spicy. Oh. Oh my god, you're just bullying him, bro.
Cyberbullying.
Isn't you?
On to the next round.
Oh, is it your buddy?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, bro, you see them?
Are you kidding me?
They play like that now.
I think he might be creeping around right side. No! Oh my god.
It was left.
Day, lads.
I thought I heard him walking right side. I don't know.
Oh my god. Of course we lose this.
Yeah, of course. Barcelona, easy.
Backing out early just robs you of any shot at becoming a better player. So yeah, I think we definitely need a penalty for people who just rage quit all the time. In general, I want to be completely honest with you guys. I don't think Modern Warfare 2 is a good game. And that's for a lot of reasons, and not only because gunfight is not in it. It's slow-paced, it caters to lower skilled players, and the way they have been treating the community with regards to the lack of content is honestly borderline criminal. I played the beta and I was just seriously underwhelmed with the direction they chose to go in, especially with my hopes so high after Modern Warfare 2019. The game has the fundamentals to be great, it has so much potential, but every choice the developers make is just driven by profit instead of their passion to make a good game. At least that's what it feels like. So, do I think gunfight will be good in Modern Warfare 2? I sure hope so, but at this point I know better than to get my hopes up, just like I said 8 months ago. Of course, the general state of the game. Obviously from the gameplay we've seen it looks incredible, and overall I am pretty excited, but I also know better than to blindly hype myself up, because we all remember how Cold War and Vanguard turned out. I will probably try gunfight in Modern Warfare 2. I just won't be surprised if it turns out bad. Thank you guys for watching.